Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in the Diary Room. Welcome to Post in the Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, enjoy the review because today I am reviewing Emtee's long-awaited project titled DIY 3. I think in 2024 we've had our own fair share of these long-awaited projects because we had 25K who then came through with Loyal to the Plug. Frank Casino also came through with a project on the same day as 25K. More than anything, the release of this project comes after a dramatic rant that he had on social media. He basically made it clear that there are a lot of people that are withholding the music that he's had in the vault because they've constantly been giving him excuses and as far as releasing the project. And finally they said bambage, and the project is out. For me, the only reason as to why I would say it's a bambage project is because it dropped on a Thursday, and it's not the most preferable date in as far as being a big artist is concerned, because normally they come through on a Friday. But we've also seen a lot of these artists now pushing the envelope differently in a sense that they can drop whenever they want. But in the case of MT, I don't think that applies because yeah, I think this was just out for the sake of it being out. And I wouldn't be surprised if we heard that the label guys were not really impressed with this project. Speaking on the project itself, it has 11 tracks. It has 3 features in Nanette, Just G, as well as Saudi. But for the sake of the project, it opened up with the song Good Time, which in my opinion also had a very, very horrible cover when it was released as a single. It was released as a single, and the cover, in my opinion, looked very amateurish, so to speak. But I do get the vision because he tried to, pay tribute to the fallen heroes like the Ricky Ricks, the AKA. There's even Virgil Abloh. I must mention that when this song actually dropped, it was one of the highly criticized singles from MT because a lot of people were shouting out the fact that this is sounding a lot old and pretty much outdated. And I agree because that's how I actually felt at the time, and I still share the same or hold the same sentiments. And yeah, this is pretty much yeah. Narratively, there's a lot of repetition that takes place within this project, and you can clearly see this on the song Keep It Real because it's not something that he hasn't done before. It's something that he's done before. The song has a very busy bass and these annoying snare rolls that I don't think contribute towards anything, but instead make the song very, very worse because contextually it's not really, really good. For context, we've heard MT talk about fake niggas being in Joburg and just fucking shit up, and that's what he's basically saying here on this song. It's nothing new, it's nothing different. He doesn't show the right level of growth. He doesn't show any level of growth. Also, I was also not impressed by the effect that was used on his voice that you hear momentarily during the course of the song. But when you listen to songs like Get Straight to It, I thought that was a very likable song. I thought MT had a very unique approach coming into the song, talking about a woman. The song has a very unique soulful texture that is brought by these strings that we hear on the song. Lyrically, he's never been lauded as the guy that's just doing it lyrically because his pen has often been straightforward. But I can't help but pinpoint the lazy writing, especially when he says, "Would you love me if I wasn't a mkuku?" Among I Read the Room sounds very 2016 in my opinion. It kind of sums up how I actually feel about this project because I'd even argue that the hook on this particular song sounds very similar to Wangege that features Fifi Cooper. I love the 808s that we hear on the song. I think they heighten the significance of that Spanish guitar element that is brought by the strings that we hear all over the song. Still on that Mexican Spanish guitar tip, yeah, I thought Larry Bird as well as Lil Nigga, definitely one of the best joints out there. But MT has a very questionable energy on the song Lil Nigga. His energy was quite sloppy and very flat. And honestly, I'm very disappointed in the fact that the energy kind of improves in the last 40 seconds of the song, which confuses the actual direction of the song, to be quite honest. A standout performer on this project would have to be Nanette. I thought her and MT complemented each other very, very well because even MT comes through with a soft tone. He's singing out there, which is not really unfamiliar when you actually think about it. But I thought in terms of them having the right synergy, that is pretty much clear on the joint. But I think also Nanette was very, very important for the song. One of the few things that I'm glad about in as far as this project is concerned is the fact that it actually comes to an end. I think MT is not really improving, at least sonically. I think he's regressing. He's been stagnant for quite some time now. He's just telling us the same things over and over again. It's very predictable, and I think the production here on this project was quite predictable as well. It sounds very 2016. I personally feel like MT is also not interested in improving the quality of his music or even the storyline in itself, because right now it's a lot predictable. It's, yeah, the direction is the same. It's been the same thing for a number of years now. There's nothing refreshing. You can give us the same thing over and over again, but at least make it refreshing. Like, updates it, gancane, software updates. I mean, iPhone gives us the same phones every year, but at least they come through with, the software updates, iOS 18. Here, I mean, here there's not much of an improvement. This is by far one of the worst projects to drop in 2024. I've heard worse, but this is down there with the worst projects to drop in 2024. This project gets a 3 out of 10 from me. MT's long awaited project titled DIY 3 gets a 3 out of 10 from me. Post on the diary, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, my opinion is not Bible.